every single time I try to record one of these, someone texts me or calls me or something goes wrong. But anywho, hey everybody, I haven't made a video in a little bit. I've been a little bit busy with work and everything else. And also, I have been stopping buying for the most part. There's been a few things that I picked up here and there. I'm trying to save more money. And also, my logic behind things right now is I can only buy collectibles of basically, if I sell collectibles to generate, you know, whatever income, that's the money I can use for collectibles. So that way I'm not impinging on my actual current funds in my account, to make it a little bit easier for myself. But anywho, so a while back I had shared this guy. Sorry, I keep burping. Which is one of the Error Mothmans. This one is a little bit more extreme, as of course, as I've shown before. The hollow pattern is up or shifted up a little bit more. Now I did pick up two more. These two, though, I do like this one a lot because it looks like there's a little lightning bolt in the top. And then also a little bit right there where it's like almost coming up. It does have the hollow shift at the bottom. This one does have it a little bit too, but not as extreme. This guy's a little bit more, I mean, it's more than many that I've seen, but because it comes up to the ears and outside. But this one and this one are probably my two favorite that I've gotten so far. I had debated on picking up more of them. This one I originally paid $170 for, and for me, luckily, the prices on a lot of Metazoo stuff have come down because people are, of course, skeptical on Metazoo. I personally love it. I think it's so much fun to collect, personally. But these I actually got for $125 a piece. So roughly, what is it, a 45, less paid for these two a piece than the original one. So that's not too bad. For the time being, I'm going to go ahead and stop buying the errors, but we'll see what happens. If they continue to come down, I might pick up some more, because of course I like things that are different. Plus, I think if Metazoo does continue to do pretty well, then I have a feeling these might be sought after at some point in time. I've kind of referenced these as being similar to the Pokemon Wizards of the Coast Hollow Shift Pokemon cards that you would see, like, for example, Hitmonlee. I've seen a lot of the, whether it's like the cigar one or the actual Hollow Shift itself. And then, of course, other ones that are out there, you can look them up. There's some really, really cool looking ones. But anyway, I thought these were pretty cool, so I just wanted to show those off. But the main reason why I wanted to do this video was because my mom texted me a photo and we live in Virginia, and we have not had anything Metazoo so far. And apparently she found like 3 or 4 boxes at the Walmart near her. So when she sent me a photo, I was like, oh my God. And I ran to my local Walmart, and there was a guy there that actually had 4 of these in his hand. And when I ended up talking to him, he ended up just giving me this one to go ahead and buy. So I really appreciated it. He had asked me he's like, how many do you want? I said, I just wanted one for my sealed collection. So he handed this one to me. I don't know the weight of this. I have not weighed it to see if there is an extra pack in there. I don't know what the actual weighs are. But I figured this would be something cool to keep in my sealed collection for the time being. I don't see the point of opening these up unless they have the pack, because to be honest, I think, what is it? It's only 3 booster packs, and to be honest, of second edition right now, there's a lot of these you can find like a booster box of 36 for around, what, $80 to $90 or so shipped. So, to be honest, besides the promo, I don't think it's worth I think it was like a $15 price tag. But to each is their own. I won't be opening this up. This will just stay sealed for me and go on my shelf. I'm building a little thing right now. Actually, I can show you. So, right here, I'm going through and building. Ignore that. That's still work in progress. But I've done Pokemon stuff up there. And I have my Error Celebes right there. Of course, so I went to GalaxyCon and I got a card signed by Veronica Taylor. And then I've got some of my first edition Wizards of the Coast Team Rocket PSA 9s. And then, of course, my marbles in the back that I've shown. And a few other little tidbits over there. Signed Naruto by Mally Flanagan. Some My Hero. I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. So, of course, I had to get some Monster Hunter stuff. My Baby Yoda. And I don't know if y'all know about this, if you look it up. Spawn Todd McFarlane did a memorial for Chadwick Boseman back in October of drawing him as Spawn, but it's like a mixture between Black Panther and Spawn, and it looks so freaking cool. And if you ever want one, I strongly recommend picking one up. Especially if you can find them in like a, CGC 9.8. I mean, I think I got mine for like 50 or $60 shipped. So I think it's a cool thing to have. I'm a big Black Panther fan, and it's funny with my work. We have an email chain. It's like Ye Bombay, and because my manager was a huge Black Panther fan herself, so that was like our thing. And so it's a good thing for not only my life because of work, but also because I really love the movies, and I really liked Chadwick Boseman myself. But anywho, so this was me staying in the sealed collection. Now, the other two things that I did pick up, and I found two of these. So normally, they are not worth opening. Although, I kind of want to open these up, and the reason being is when I was holding them in the store, these two were heavier than the rest of them. There was like 6 of them in total, and I was going to just buy all 6 and then just like crack them open for giggles, and I almost cussed there. So, but when I was picking these up, I found that these two were actually heavy compared to the other two. And now I did not weigh them. I didn't have a scale with me in Walmart. I'm not like that. Y'all are kind of, if you do that, I think it's kind of a douchey if you do that in a store, to be honest, especially with the Metazoo ones, but that's just my opinion. But I thought these were cool. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to open these up because of the fact that they are a bit heavier. They could have an extra pack. I don't know exactly how that works, or if it is like, oh, it's 3 packs and then one of them, if it is the chase, it's the chase card, or it's the chase pack, or is it a 4th pack that's inserted? I don't know. So I'm gonna look up a little bit more on that one and see what happens. So I'm a little wary about it. Plus, I've also seen a few reviews where it's the Shining Legends that people are pulling if they do get the chase pack. So I mean, obviously you have the original base set on here. They do that just so you're going to buy it. But to be honest, I kind of like the way the art is on the box itself. And I might also keep them sealed and just have them on the shelf as a lot of my other stuff. I love vintage stuff from where I grew up, whether it's the toys, whether it's the cards and everything else. So I wouldn't mind either way if this just stayed in my shelf as is. But I'm going to go find out a little bit more and decide, going from there. The last thing I bought, it has not come yet. And so I have shared that when my mom and I have opened up different things when it comes to Nightfall, I love the Wendigo Metazoo stuff. And I would like to get all the Wendigo stuff, whether it's signed and or in PSA 10 slabs. I just like slabs in general. I think they're really nice to display, as you kind of saw on my shelf a second ago. But a while back, I had made a comment saying, hey, I would like to get a PSA 10 copy of the alternate art of the pin collection for the Wendigo from the Nightfall pin collection Wave 1. And I won an auction 2 days ago from a gentleman that was also in one of the Metazoo Discords. He had shared that he was putting up a lot of them, a lot of listings, including also the alternate art Mothman. And I won the Wendigo for, I think it came out to like $296 plus shipping, like $15 shipping or something, as a PSA 10. And the copy, I'm really excited to get it in, because of course for PSA 10s you can always have like one minor flaw and it can still be a 10. This one is flawless. The centering is awesome. For it to look like the hollow is perfectly clean. There is no whitening whatsoever. And I'm very excited to get this, because to be honest, between the Nightfall Wendigo that I currently have now, I don't have a 10 in it. I'm going to get them signed. But besides that Nightfall Wendigo, the pin collection is actually what really brought me into Metazoo originally, because those were the first products that I opened, and I was after that went to go, and I pulled the alt art puppers instead, which I'm perfectly fine with. So, but yeah, so I've got that now, and I think that guy had we were actually having a conversation because his alt art Mothman PSA 10 sold for like $600, and I was like, oh my god. So luckily, I like the card, the second runner up more, so I didn't have to spend that kind of money, but it is what it is. I don't really have too much more. I do have this bit. So, for those of you who ordered off the Metazoo site on April Fool's Day, I didn't know anything about the Magic Cast boxes. I actually had logged in, I think it was Thursday night, and was looking at the stuff, and I saw like they had Wilderness, and I saw the Magic Cast, and everything was showing sold out. And I'm thinking in my head, I was like, did I really miss this? Like, I didn't see any notifications, nothing. Come April Fool's Day around, I don't know, maybe 12 o'clock, I had logged in on my computer because I was, off that day, and sure enough, I saw that the Magic Cast, boxes were there, and I was like, this has got to be a joke. And and the reason I said joke in the sense was because when I clicked on it, it said Meta Poo. And I thought maybe there was a typo. But I was like, okay, promo boxes, as I've said, I love promos in general. I think they're so much fun to collect in general. And so I was like, okay, I'll buy the promo box. I'll get 5 of them. Because I figured they would get printed to oblivion. And I didn't know that they were doing 10,000 boxes or whatever. Well, fast forward to a few hours later, I call my mom, because my mom collects just like I do. And she's like, oh yeah, I ordered 1 box. And I'm like, okay. And we got into this conversation. Come to find out, not only did the boxes sell out, but then it was released that the promos will actually be the original art of what Metazoo, I guess, was supposed to be in the first place. And so now I'm sitting here kicking myself. Not only did I not get more, although I am restricting myself to budget, but also because, not only is that really freaking cool, but now the marketplace is going to go a little haywire, at least when it goes off. I've seen them sell between, I don't know, maybe $50 to $100, depending on how much people really want them. So now I'm sitting here, and I was talking to my mom, and I'm like, I don't even think I should open these up at this point. At least the Magic Cast ones. So when they come in, I think what I'm going to do is have them set up on my shelf for the time being and see exactly what cards are being pulled out of them and the condition and everything else. And I might just keep all 5 of mine sealed, to be honest. I personally am normally a collector. I don't like keeping sealed product, mainly because I'm a man-child and I like to rip open everything. But I really like when I see people's sealed collections, and I think it looks awesome. And I kind of wanted to start doing that. So, plus, I hate to say in this manner, as someone who also invests in collectibles too, obviously sealed product retains the value most of the time. Not always, but unless you're talking about like Steam Siege. Although, for Pokemon, if Steam Siege can go up to what it was at one point, I'm pretty certain anything can. So, although I kind of like Steam Siege, even though everybody just craps on it. Anyway, the point is, yeah, I'm excited to see what comes in. I did get in on the Rudy Alpha Investments, and I wish I actually had bought 4 boxes or 4 kits. I only bought 1 kit, and after like dollar, priced average thing, to be honest, I feel like in a way I may have, like, when you're buying 1 kit, you might pay more than what it really is, unless you get the promo and like you were to get like a PSA 10 copy and sell it, and it would pay for the entire thing. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to get the promo. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to grade it and sell it or if I'm just gonna hold on to it as is. I personally like graded cards in general, just because I can keep them in the condition that they are in, and that's just the way I like collecting personally. Although I do have a Nightfall binder now, and all the cards that are considered like binder cards or whatever, I have started working together and putting together a set. I am almost complete, and it's kind of nuts that, you know, with Pokemon you can open up so many boxes and still not complete the set at all. But I opened up, what was it, a total of 2 booster boxes and 1 spell book, and I just about pulled all the cards in the set, almost, to complete the entire set. So the last few, you know, it probably cost me less than $100 to fill out the rest of it, even if even close to 100. But luckily, most of the main like expensive holos I already have, or I was able to pull, or in my case, my mom gave them to me, the Wendigos and stuff like that. So I don't really have to worry too much about that. But anywho, enough of me rambling. I will debate on whether or not I open these up. I don't know. As I said, I'm going to research a little bit more, find out if it even is worth doing that, or if it's worth just keeping it sealed as is, because I've also seen these little mystery power like packs that Dr. Applesauce, I've also seen PokeRev like post up on that people were finding them in Walgreens, or it's either Walgreens or CVS, and they were containing like evolutions or shining fates or other like XY considered you know, era stuff. So who knows, but we'll see what happens. If I can find more of these that are like heavy like these 2 are, maybe I'll get a few more and open them up. These are the only 2 that I found that were like this, so we'll see what happens. But oh, and I did also make a little glow-in-the-dark display too in my room. I don't have it up right now, and my room is a little bit chaotic because I was tearing apart and reorganizing quite a bit. Still not done, so but hopefully in the next coming week or so, I'll have everything to the way I would really like it, and I can show it off. You know, if you'd like to see more, please like, subscribe. I'm sorry about the recent upload. I didn't realize personally that YouTubers or people who want to have content, how much money you really have to like spend when it comes to collectibles to output so much stuff. And yeah, I just don't want to be that person that, you know, just frivolously buys anything and everything just to be like, oh, here's rip this, let's show this. Just not how I want to do it. I'd rather like to collect things that I like to collect, and I'd like to have videos that I'm happy to make and I love to make. But anywho, oh, I don't know if I said this. I might have said this at the beginning, but for those of you who are Muslim, happy Ramadan, and I hope y'all are all doing really well and making it through, or should I say, not really making it through. I'm participating as well in Ramadan, and for those of you who don't know, you do fast for the majority of the day, or pretty much all day long. And there's a lot of reasons why. If you really want to know, you can Google it to understand the religion a little bit more, because it's not really my place to say. But anyway, happy Ramadan, and I hope you all have a nice week. All right, bye-bye.